Testing, testing, testing. Are you good?
Good morning. Good morning. Where have you been? I cannot tell that this is on.
Oh, it's on.
I know, but you can't hear me.
No.
That's right. I can't, nobody can hear me, but it's showing green. I can use a regular mic if I need to. But you can't hear me.
Hello, hello.
Oh, oh, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Let's take a moment and say Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance for all. I hope you turned your cell phones off. Turn my cell phone off. um, we have raffle tickets being sold this morning. I think Jack Rafferty is selling tickets. You want to talk about it for just a minute? So spend a lot of money. See? They're out there, you guys. Bring out the bucks. So anybody who has a new listing or has a one coming soon, would you please fill out your information and get it over to Kayla so they can input that. Very important to do it now. So we have a donut sponsor, WFG National Title. Is that you guys? Okay, come on up. Let's see if this is on. It's not showing on.
He doesn't have. There's no power. We can shout if we need to. We can shout if we need to. Yeah. All right. Great. All right. Thanks, dear. Okay. Come on up, ladies. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I'm WF Atwell with WFG National Title, and this is my counterpart.
Hi, I'm Lauren Wooden. It's our goal here at WFG National Title to get you guys to that payday. We have such amazing tools and products, and one of the things that sets us apart is our amazing marketing technology director, Lisa Suazo.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, we are all about really helping to bring you guys value and helping you to build your skills and build your business. And a couple of different ways that we do that. Number one are through the classes that we teach. So, I teach classes here at SMDRA. We can come to your brokerage. We also teach classes every single month in every one of our offices. And there is a flyer in front of you to show you some of the marketing and technology classes we have in our WFG offices this quarter. If they are of interest to you, I hope you'll join us. Another thing we can do is help you with one-on-one business consultations. So I know for 2020, you probably have big goals. If we can help you with any marketing and marketing solutions, strategies, if you're looking to up your video game, you need help with listing marketing, social media, things like that. Those are all things we can help you with. So there's also a little flyer. If you want to set aside some time for a marketing consultation, just fill that out. We'll be coming around and picking those up, and we'd love to schedule some time to sit down and see how we can help. Thank you. Have a wonderful breakfast and meeting.
We have breakfast sponsors with a great deal of thanks to them too. We have Johnson Moving and Storage, Ting Crazy Fast Internet, and Johnson Well, here it is. So I thought there were two. Oh, my misunderstanding. Who is representing Johnson? Come on up. It's on. Yeah, it's supposed to be on. We'll hope it works.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Great. Well, it's a pleasure being able to be a Power Breakfast sponsor for this organization. I've been a member of oh, makes a difference. Been a member of a number of organizations, and I have to say that this probably is one of the most impressive ones that I've ever been involved in. So I appreciate very much being here. On your table, I have left you a few flyers. One is the special services offered to the SMDRA membership for any referrals that they give to me. My direct contact, my cell phone number is on there. It's very important that you know if you refer somebody, they get responded to immediately. Nobody likes to hear from their client that, gee, they never got back to me, or I called them yesterday and they haven't heard from them yet. So this is my cell phone number that I have planted on me 24/7. Also, it details a program that we have for decluttering services because we know one of the key things to getting a property to move better and at a higher price is for it to show very well. So we have a program that's called Crate and Store, and we will deliver up to 5 weatherized crates to your client's house. They fill it full of all the tchotchkes and the photographs and the clutter that you don't want in the house to sell the house. And then we take it back to our warehouse. And it's a very inexpensive program. So the details of that are on here too. Then I put a flyer on there about our storage facility. You probably, if you've seen a lot of moving companies, their storage facilities aren't where you'd want your precious items in. So I've got a description of what our storage facility looks like. And then we also like to reward the people who sends us referrals. Of course, I am eternally grateful, but we have a rewards program and there's a rewards flyer on your table as well. I want you to know that we know, and I personally know, how important it is to continue the professionalism that you guys displayed with your clients, that I continue that with your clients as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lou. Appreciate it. We also have the sponsor of Ting, Mark Grotto. Are you here? Come on up.
Good morning, everybody. Can everyone hear me okay? I'm kind of loud anyway, so. My name is Mark Otto. I work for Ting Internet. Is it going in and out? Or?
Yeah, she's adjusting it there.
Okay.
If it does, I'll just give you this. Is it going to work?
Testing. Again, my name is Mark Otto. I work for Ting Internet.
I'll give you this. Let me get this. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm really excited to be a sponsor today. So what Ting Internet is, it's an internet fiber company, and we are in partnership with the City of Centennial. So the City of Centennial built a fiber ring around the middle of their city, and they allowed the opportunity for private companies to come and lease off that fiber network to get 1 gigabit service to the home. So that is what Ting Internet is. We are constructing a network underneath the ground of the City of Centennial, and we're looking to do other cities, and we just signed a contract with the Western Slope. But right now, we're constructing in the City of Centennial, and we're building a fiber network underground. And what that means to every homeowner is they'll, in the City of Centennial, they'll have the ability to sign up and get 1 gigabit service to their house. That means 1,000 meg up and down. That means if you have a family that runs multiple devices at the same time, if you work from home, if you game, if you stream all your content, that means that you'll be able to do that without any interruption, without any buffering. A 1 gigabit service can support any of that. And with all the smart homes that are available today, all the technology going on, a 1 gigabit service is really future proof. So we're really excited to offer that to the City of Centennial, and also work with the real estate, industry, because we feel it ups the value of a home a minimum of 3%. We really do. If you're selling a home in the City of Centennial, you know that it's wired for fiber and can get that type of speeds and bandwidth to the home. I think it's a huge selling opportunity. We have pamphlets, and we will also be in the back to answer any of your questions. But please get a business card or get a flyer. and ask as many questions as you can. But we're really excited to support the City of Centennial and to get 1 gigabit service to the home. So if you have any questions, we'll be around at till the end of the day. But thank you so much.
Let's say a big thank you to both of our sponsors for this great breakfast, please. Let's give a round of applause. Hopefully, can you hear me? No. Can you hear me? No, yes, no. This is crazy. Can you hear me now? Sort of. This is a wild ride, shall we say. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, you guys. It's time for shout outs and welcoming new guests. So let's start with welcoming first time guests here. So who has been here? Look, we've already got somebody. We have a lot of people standing up. That's awesome. So let's start here in the front. You want to introduce yourself? And you're okay. Welcome. Welcome. Yes. Welcome. And spring is coming. Yes. Welcome, Angela. Welcome. Teresa. And Colin. Welcome. Nice to see so many new faces. Did we miss anybody? Oh, way back there. And you? We like competition. Okay, is there anybody else standing up that I missed over there? No? How about shout outs? You know, the money for shout outs goes to support the SMDRA Member Relief Fund. So anybody has a shout out, come on up with your dollars and let's say thank you.
So I'm Amy, the carpeting and flooring girl, and I have a shout out to Gary Morton, and I also have a shout out to Carol Great because she picked me up at the Toyota dealership this morning so I could be here. So thank you both.
Good for Carol. Oh, wow. This guy's really thankful.
Been busy. So shout out to the Odo Group, Leader One Financial. They're actually a new affiliate as well. Kiefer Mansfield, Dan Williamson, Kristen Dave Simonson, Krista McKissick, Eileen Kitco, Dan Williamson, and Andrew Martin from Canvas Credit Union. Thank you.
He's been doing a lot of business. Good morning.
I have a thank you to Tom Barnzo. He finally showed up first time this year. Happy New Year, Tom.
Tom, you missed that altogether.
Okay, and then Heather, I heard her name, and I moved Jody from Fidelity month.
Thank you.
Good morning, SMDRA. John Mulder, Whitmore Pest and Wildlife. I have a shout out to the copper connection. If you guys have ever seen what a squirrel can do to wires in an attic, you know how impressive it is when an electrician can fix it.
Good morning, SMDRA. Henry Russell. I run the cash team at Movement Mortgage. I have two shout outs actually to Jackie Regneray, who's not here, doesn't seem to be, but we closed 2 deals this month alone. So just shout out to her. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Cindy Bonnick with Equity Title, and I have a shout out for a cleaner carpet. They did a great job. And then Lonnie Glessner.
Hi, Jared Miller with Checkmate Moving and Storage. I have a shout out for Nova Home Loans, Tim Odo, and Gil. So actually, they're different. So
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, Kai.
Just kidding.
Go fly, Kai.
Good morning, Mike Conchar with Maximum Company Properties. I want to give a shout out to my best buddy, Dennis Jenkins, who saved me from a flood in my basement. I've got his dehumidifier down there. It's been down there for 2 weeks. My skin's really dry, but it's okay. But he came to my rescue on New Year's Eve.
Bless his heart.
Randy Tickle, BOK Financial. I guess you call it a hat trick. We got Equity Title. Thank you, Sid. We got Heritage Title and Fidelity Title. Thank you.
That was a lot of shout outs. Thanks so much. We have our meeting policies that you can read. And our commission statement. And do we really want to do coming soon first? No, that's what I kind of thought. Let's go into the SMDRA year in review. Let's welcome to the stage Marcel Savoy, last year's chairman of the board. Melissa Maldonado, you all know, is our CEO. And Heather Hankins, who's our current chairman of the board. They're going to give us the state of the state, as it were.
State of the state?
Yeah, state of our small state. Before they get started, somebody left this at the front desk. Does anybody recognize this phone? Yeah, I will. No. I don't know whose it is. Do you guys all have mics on? You want a mic? I guess I can sit over by myself. Here you go.
Good morning. Woohoo. Big voice this morning. I'll have to use my little voice like I tell my grandchildren, tiny voice. Good morning, and thank you for being here this morning. I really appreciate your time and effort to be here. My name is Marcel Savoy, and I was the chair last year for SMDRA. And not that anything happened last year, but it was a full-time job. Okay. First of all, the emphasis last year was attention to the benefits that you receive from being a member. We wanted to focus on giving back to you value. And we continued with a number of programs that we felt added that. And the first one and foremost that we hear so much is on free education. Like, yeah, that is when you can be here and receive. Like I just took my commission update, and that's $40 right there. Okay, and there's just a number of classes that members were able to take. We see uh, an increase in the number of hours that people, our members, are taking classes. So we're very very proud of that. Our members are becoming more and more educated through the courses that we offer. The other thing that was really important last year that we wanted to continue with and put more emphasis on is CenturyLock. Yeah, give us a hand. Give yourself a hand. CenturyLock, we're one of the last cities, or if not the last city in the United States that has resisted going on electronic lockbox. And Todd Schuster, the former chair of the board, really put a big emphasis on Brian Henzer, who's on the board of directors and chair-elect this year, has just gone out to offices and reached out to many, many people. CenturyLock has provided, is that, oh, there we go, provided free service to us for a number of years. And that's going to come up in May, where we now start being on our own and start paying for our services. But we have given out, I don't forget how many thousand lock boxes. It's amazing to get people started on the system, and we started a library. But further, this past year, we worked with DMAR and Pikes Peak and Iris, and did reciprocal agreements with them, so that now it's seamless. You can go to other areas that are using CenturyLock and be able to get into the property without special codes and special permissions. So CenturyLock was really an emphasis that we wanted to go on, and that really has provided you a huge benefit and your client, because the more you use CenturyLock, the more secure their homes are, and also more if you're using the security app or the safety app that CenturyLock provides, you are as an agent more safe in the field, and that we want to really emphasize you taking a look at that. Another item in the whole scheme of things was our committees. Understand, in order to save dollars, there is no way that with the dues that we could hire all the staff to do all the jobs that need to be done and all the research that needs to be done. So we use a whole group of committees. And so last year we decided that we wanted to pull, pull in, pull, here you go, pull in all the committee chairs, and with that, do some training so that they would be more responsive and really knew what their roles were and how important they were to SMDRA and to us as members. Um, we increased the number of committees. We did a diversity committee, and YPN came on back, which has been just dynamic. And we've seen tremendous growth in those two committees. That was an item that was really important that we wanted to emphasize. When we attended a conference, that was one of the items that came up, that the committees are the backbone of SMDRA or the associations, and we wanted to capitalize on that. Along with, we did CenturyLock, we did the committee growth, we did enhanced education, and our membership growth uh, has been tremendous, which really led to a lot of activity last year, because when we took a look at our previous facility, our membership, I can remember when we hit 3,000, and it was a great celebration when we hit 3,000. But this past year, we hit 4,000 members, a tremendous growth in membership. With that, our facility was just not big enough. It was old, it was run down, it needed a lot of maintenance, and we had to make a decision. And that building got sold off, and we ended up buying this building. And with that, you didn't see this building before, and you don't want to see it the way it was before. Uh, a tremendous amount of effort went into getting this building going. The leadership team, the board of directors understood that every decision coming for this building could not be made easily if we had to have the full board vote. So the board deferred to the leadership team, and the leadership team took over, and Heather and I and Brian Anzer and Todd Schuster spent and Donna, okay, spent a lot of time. Donna Evans spent a lot of time reviewing budgets and architectural plans and materials and talking with vendors to pull this building together. And I'm going to let Heather really, not Heather, but Melissa get into that further. But we had to really transition into this new building recently, and Heather is going to go into that in terms of the future. We won't. The building has been a big subject, but when we really come down to, it's not about the building; it's about you and what this building will do for you. And boy, look at the room that we have this morning, and the educational facility, and the programs that we're being able to offer. So I'm going to. You can even park, okay? Uh, we're we're going to pass this along. I don't know. I think Melissa wants to take over at this point, so I'm going to give this mic to Melissa.
So did I mention the building is always a work in progress, such as the AV? We're still working on that. I'm going to give you a little bit of the history. First and foremost, you all have the 2018-19 annual report, and it kind of gives a summary of last year and where the association is heading, what your leadership has worked on, what our committees have worked on. We're really proud of this last year. The biggest accomplishment and much of what we're going to focus on today is the building, and here we are. It's funny because this morning on Facebook, I had something pop up where it says if you're doing what you love, it's never work, and this building really was a labor of love. To give you a little bit of the building history and how we got here. First and foremost, I want to express that dues dollars did not pay for the building. And I'm going to repeat that again. Dues dollars did not pay for the building. Our previous building was our ground was broke in 1978, and we purchased that building on Lincoln Court, Broadway Mineral. We have been there since through many name transitions. In 1945, we were the Englewood Board of Realtors, 1958, Englewood Littleton Board of Realtors, 1969, South Suburban. A few of you guys still call it South Suburban. Gary's shaking his head. In 1992, SMDRA, South Metro Denver Realtor Association. When they bought the building, they really had foresight. I can't tell you. One, the vision of building, there's pictures looking down Broadway, and there's nothing there. And nowadays, traffic is there, among other things, and development and homes and community. Moving here, well, let's back up. So what allowed this building really is when they bought the other building, the dentist office next to it, was also that plot of land was owned by the South Metro Denver Realtor Association. They sold that to build the dentist office. Therefore, they were able to pay off the building at Lincoln Court. So we have owned that for quite some time, or did own that for quite some time. There were 5 tenants upstairs, which provided revenue to pay for some of the operations of the building. So we thought, okay, this model has worked really, really well. How do we do that on a bigger scale? So we started looking for a new home. We did heat maps. You guys have seen those in the past. Our membership really lived throughout South Metro Denver and even those outskirts of South Metro Denver. But where our members worked was 80111. And we are now in 80111. So that's kind of an accomplishment. We probably looked at over 20, 50 buildings in the course of my tenure here. Some have worked, but as somebody said, the biggest obstacle was parking. This building here has 116 parking spots, probably additional 40, 50 with street parking. And we do have the ability with our garage in the back and the loading dock to add more parking if we really need to. So that was a driving factor. The building at Lincoln, we received, I think in 2016, and I hope my dates are correct, we received a contract from CVS, and it was for $3.1 million for our building at Lincoln Court. We were under contract with them. We were part of a business association when Coble started that area. And in order to do retail, the adjacent neighbors needed to agree to let CVS do that. The hospital stopped the deal. So we went out of contract. Their commercial realtor contacted us and said, "Are you interested in selling?" We said the deal has to start with a 4 and we're going to remodel in about 2 weeks. So we weren't, but that's what I told them. So we sold our building at 7899 Lincoln Court for $4 million. This building was bought for 2.5. It was rough. You had to have vision. Many of our leadership is in here. We have put about 2.5 million in it to remodel it. It's beautiful. The hope is, and what we'll be doing is tenant income, which there's a shared office suite on the first floor. And then our upstairs second floor has about 8,700 square feet for tenants. In addition to that, event income of this event center with the nice patio attached, our training room, which was kind of a mistake because we didn't realize that the tiered stairs were there, has been huge as far as event rentals, and not to mention our own use for education. SMED really focuses on education. Since we've done free education the last 3 years, I think it's really been a huge benefit to our members. What else am I supposed to talk about? Our second floor is still being remodeled. We're looking at doing an additional shared workspace up there, and we have another tenant that's interested. We have before pictures in your annual report of what the building looked like. I have about 2,000 pictures on my phone if you really want to see some of the scariness that we went through. But you really need to commend our past leadership with their vision at what they did in Lincoln Court, because it allowed us our new home for the next 45 years. I do want to mention this is SMDRA's 75th birthday this year in 2020. So I think we're set for the future. And talking about the future is our chairman of the board, Heather Hankins.
Understand that while this was all going on, everything else at SMDRA had to run perfectly smooth so that education continued, our market pulse meetings continued. The staff took over, and I want to give a hand to the staff. Unbelievable. they put in countless extra hours in order to make sure everything was seamless. Not only were we working hard and many, many hours on this building, but we wanted to continue the program of free education, we had new education courses that were going on. Donna Evans worked on skills to pay the bills, and we even increased the amount of education that we put out last year without missing a heartbeat. And Heather is going to take it into the future.
And they stuck me clear over here. I don't think they liked me. Just kidding. So, the future of this building is pretty cool. We've got a lot going on and a lot of new things that we're going to be implementing. A few of those things is just improved services. One of the nice things about this building is we could have a class going on in here and we could stream it into the other training room if we need to for overflow. So we've got a lot of technology in here. We're working on the AV a little bit, just a little growing pains with that. The ability to have events in here. I don't know how many weddings we've already had in this space. So we get event 2 already, and we've only been in here a few months. The nice thing about having an event in here is then they also get the use of the beautiful patio that we've got out here as well. So that was a driving factor for doing the patio. And as you all know, we did brick sales to help offset the cost of the patio. I think we're still going to be selling those. Yeah. One more round, Melissa says. So if you haven't gotten a brick, get your brick. It's pretty cool. Or Marianne says buy 2. Because one's not enough, apparently. As Melissa mentioned, we've got non-dues revenue with the upstairs. We're making some improvements to some of our programs as well. So some of the things we're improving are our stats. I know the stats committee is working really hard on making some changes and improving what's going out to our membership. Thank you to Pete as the chair of that, Pete Doty, and the committee. We've got some changes that are going to be happening. I won't say what yet, but stay tuned. We're going to be changing this particular event that you're in right now up a little bit. Kevin Ortiz is chair of that committee, and we're going to be calling it Friday Fuse. So we've got some new things coming, and that'll be in March. So just a lot of really great things for you as the members of this organization that are going to be coming up this year. I know the education committee reported to the board of directors yesterday. I can't remember how many new classes. It was a ton of new classes. So we now have a green room, in case you didn't know that. And one of the things we'll be doing with that is some training to our members on video and how to utilize that equipment so that you may be able to use that for your business as well. So we've just, I think, built this building for our future, and that's really what it's all about, being able to grow and continue to provide our members with the absolute best services and benefits that they can have. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Heather. We want to open it up now, open the floor for some questions. If there aren't any questions, no. Any questions? Steve? Yeah. In order for us to be able to work on this building, we went out and took a look at a general contractor, and we realized very, very quickly that no matter what we put into this building, it would be marked up by at least 25%. And we had a small budget. And, when we say we did about $2.5 million with the renovation, we did a lot of work with that money. And so we decided to work with a individual, Jim Wamczak, okay, who had just remodeled a building and had a lot of contacts. So we thought, it might be worthwhile to work with Jim who had these contacts in order to expedite the process. And so Jim worked in effect as our liaison and worked with all the subcontractors. Amazingly, Jim was also able to arrange that a lot of the materials for this building were supplied to us at cost, wholesale. We didn't pay retail for it. So uh, we got the materials at cost, and then the subcontractors provide, we paid for their labor. So it really allowed us to do a lot more and a lot better quality uh, as we moved on. So it was excellent. Jim was just dynamic, dynamic. Other questions? Membership membership goes up and down, and it goes down at this time of year very quickly, mainly because we go through drops. People that have not paid their dues, all of a sudden they get notification and they go, "Oh, I didn't pay my dues," and they run back on in and start paying. But we have about 400 people that we drop, okay, and so we were over 4,000. We dropped down, and quickly we're going right back on up. So we're going to be 3,800 right at this point. So after those drops, okay, and that happens each year, and we'll see that come right back up to 4,000 very quickly. Ted, for you, a special deal. How many would you want to buy? Check online and check with the office, and they will get you uh, the information on the bricks. Okay, it depends on what you want to put on the brick, and we do hold the license, to say no, you can't say that. Okay, okay, okay. Question. I'll let Heather address that. Yes, the meeting time is going to be changing.
Not till March. I'll get back with you.
So watch for emails coming on out regarding uh, the coming soon information. Okay, Chris. Okay, on CenturyLock, you can check with our staff. They will go ahead and get you signed up for CenturyLock if you're not already signed up. That allows you to put the app on your phone that allows you to open any of the CenturyLock boxes through northern Colorado through southern Colorado. Uh, it's very, very convenient. There will be a charge starting in after May, but it's free up to that point. Uh, but our staff will get you all snuggled in. The free lock boxes at this point, we have gone through all the lock boxes that CenturyLock provided us. However, we do have a library of lock boxes. So if you're not in a position right away, you don't do many listings, and you need a lockbox, you can rent one here for $10 a month. Okay. And the staff will get you set up. You get your lockbox. Most times you're not going to need more than 1 month with the way sales are going. Certainly.
So, one of the things that we are working on, we had as chair and chair elect and AEs, Melissa, we had a meeting with the Metro associations last Monday. And we're working as a joint effort amongst the associations to really push on a couple of issues. And one of those issues is the non-realtors. So we're working with the other associations because we are all the R and trying to really work on that as well as the push for CenturyLock. So that's one of the initiatives that we've got going right now. So I'm hoping that if we all work together, we can work, a little better together. So, Michael. Not at this point in time. No. Anybody else? Who promised you that? Coming soon. Yeah. Stay tuned. Phil.
Kayla is the point person as well as myself. We're working to get the information on the website. There's a member rate and a non-member rate. I will tell you, we've had 2 weddings in here, 2 New Year's Eve parties. We've had Christmas parties. Thank you, John. Can't count how many company meetings, training individuals in here. We had weekly meetings. We have leads groups, coaching. And if you did not know, on New Year's Eve, if the DJ turns on the fog machine, it sets off the fire alarm. So, like I said, we're working on those fine tuning the building. That's, yeah. So please be patient with us with the AV and everything. It's a labor of love and a work in motion.
Okay, do we have any other questions? One more question. In terms of a merger or talks at this point, as far as I know, there are no ongoing talks right at this time. Okay. Um, that has been a very, very difficult process. We've spent tremendous of time. As Steve, you spent just hours and weeks and months on that. It just didn't have the cooperation of both parties in order to move forward in a manner that would have really supported what your needs were. Okay, and so the talks just ended at that point. Should they come up again? I don't know when that'll happen.
Stay tuned, like always, right? Thank you, everybody. Please reach out to any of us and the board to answer any questions for you. We've got to keep moving with the program today, so grab us in the back of the room afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. Appreciate the update. All right, on to marketing in our fabulous facilities here. So, coming soon. Who, if anybody has coming soon, would you come on up quickly? I guess there aren't any. Come on up. Yes, please. You have a coming soon beside the baby? I'll take the baby while you do it. Here, go ahead.
I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, 179.9, that's going to be coming on the market starting tomorrow. And it's on Quincy at 7375 East Quincy. If you know, that's over at the I-25 and 225 corridor. And it's been updated very nicely. It's got a pool and a tennis court and priced right. Because it's really nicely updated with a 1-car carport. And the HOAs are about $265 a month, and that includes just about everything. So please come out and show it. We'll be doing an open house on Sunday from 12 to 2. Ted King with Brokers Guild, 179.9. Whispering Pines West, yeah.
I have an upcoming listing in Elbert County on 35 acres, 5-bed, 4-bath. And then it also has a massive shop with an apartment in there as well. The property is fenced, and it has multiple other fenced-in units for animals and things like that. It's going to be listed at 1.375.
Renee Forsyth here with Keller Williams DTC. I have a listing coming on the 24th. However, we're open The seller is open to early showings. I don't have photos until the 21st. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2 masters, 1 up, 1 down. It's a multi-level with attached 2-car garage. Nothing in this house has not been touched. The roof, the siding, the windows are all, and the gutters are all 2 years old. Skylights recently put in, back sunroom, she shed with the patio in between, and it was actually a he shed, but pond, landscaped, great neighborhood. It's 14582 East Harvard Avenue, Crest Ridge Development. No HOAs, but well taken care of and very quiet neighborhood. Oh, sorry, 420.
Hi, I'm Tom Barnwell with Live Sotheby's. We have a new listing coming up in the Bluffs in Saddle Rock, over east by 470 and Smoky Hill area, kind of, sort of. Hamden, closer to Hamden, probably. It's a Richmond home. It's kind of like the Seasons collections, if you're familiar with that, but this has a walkout basement. So it's 3 bedrooms up. And a finished walkout basement with a rec room and a bedroom down there. Kind of in a bubble cul-de-sac, kind of Sicily, 5108 South Sicily turns into Bellevue Place. The next house over is Bellevue Place. So it backs to a green belt and should be coming on by the 25th. Price is going to be about $410. Things don't seem to last long over there, so it should go pretty quickly, especially with the basement.
From our reclusive realtor, Tom Barnwell. I guess so. So new listings. Everybody, yeah. I don't know what's going on with the new. Guidelines. March. Oh, the guidelines. Yes. Yes.
What I'm going to tell you is coming soon. Everyone is unhappy because you can't put it up for 2 weeks and let it sit there. That is not allowed anymore. What you have to understand is where RE Colorado is following the guidelines for NAR. Once you have a signed listing, it has to go in to the MLS within 24 hours for showings. You can put it into the MLS and not put it active for 7 days. But that is it. Now, I know many people want to do certain things and whatever. If you're going to do anything other than what the guidelines are, I would just say be prepared for a fine. Correct, Steve?
Still. So here's the things that we were told. So I suggest you talk to your managing broker in RE Colorado if you have any questions on it. As Donna said, you have 7 days that can be coming soon. During that 7 days, the only time it's going to go anywhere as a coming soon is in your office. It's not going to go out to everyone. It's just going to be in your office. So like with Metro Brokers, asked the question, would go all the Metro Brokers? No, just the Metro Brokers for that office. So that's where it's going to go through that 7 days. At the end of that 7th day, it's going to go automatically active. Now, during that 7 days, if you decide that I want to start marketing this property, you can go in and change it from coming soon to active. Does that make sense? But going back to the NAR rule, and that's what they're still looking at, and it says once you do anything whatsoever to start actively marketing that property, whether it's Facebook, whether it's putting out flyers, whether it's putting a sign in front of that yard, it's got to be active. It can't be coming soon. So we have the MLS rule. We have the NAR rule, and the NAR rule obviously is something they're looking at in the May time period, as I think Donna was talking about. Well, hey, I got RE Colorado right here. Is there anything that I'm misspeaking on? Doesn't matter.
That is a tricky one. That would be part of your listing agreement. If you are doing any public marketing, though, this is a mandate from the National Association of Realtors that it needs to be in the MLS within 24 hours in an active status. So that includes showings, a sign in the front yard, flyers. If you have a sign in the front yard, you need to have a coming soon rider on the bottom of it if it's in that coming soon status. There's going to be more communication on this in the next few weeks to a month. Our board of directors is meeting and still determining how this will be implemented into the RE Colorado system. As Donna said, we have until May to make the full implementation. So there's current functionality of 7 days in the coming soon status that could change come May. Okay, more details to come. You can then be in the coming soon status for a 7-day time frame. Yes.
Yeah, Marcel, I think what you're hearing is this. Right now, that's the MLS rule, but NAR, their rules, we have to implement by May. And that rule right now, as it stands, and they haven't implemented on us, says that within 24 hours, right, you put the sign. Right now, that's not applying.
Thank you guys for the information. All right, new listings.
Last call for tickets and over $130 to the winners.
Yes, Louis. We'll wait till all of the everything's been finalized, if you don't mind. So we'll wait. So new listings. Moving on. Come on up, and I'll let you use the mic.
Well, it's not a new listing, but it's the commercial property right next door, 12354 East Cayley, Unit 104. It's a commercial flex space. So you have the opportunity for construction companies to come in there and store in the back roll-up garage storage area. There's 4 beautiful front office spaces, a kitchenette. Sale price is for $410, or it's for lease as well, which is $18 gross modified. So come see me if you have anyone that's thinking about moving their business. All right. I'm sorry? Oh, 2,200.
Any other new listings? Wow. No wonder we have nothing to sell. That's buyer needs. Do we have any buyers? Well, thankfully.
Just picked up this buyer, very fresh buyer, investor buyer, looking for 300 to 350. We're putting 25% down. Well qualified, first time ever investor. Yay! I love those people. So if you have anything anywhere that's a good rental, let me know. My new nickname this year. A lot of you guys already know. What is it? My new. Thank you, Taekwondo Realtor. That's my new nickname. So let me know, okay? Oh, sorry. I do have a name. John Park. Metro Brokers Elite 303-669-4664.
A buyer need, the Parker, Castle Rock area, not down to Franktown or Elizabeth, but out towards Albert County, Southland, about 5,000 square feet, ranch or 2-story with a walkout basement. I need 4-car garage, okay? That makes it a little difficult, but 4-car garage or an outbuilding that has like 2-car spaces, up to about 1.1. So if you have anything coming on up, we're researched it extensively. We've been into every house out there. So please give me a phone call. Name is Marcel, Marcel, and the phone number is 303-523-1099.
I did that just for tax season, 1099. Okay. 523 1099. Okay.
Any commercial needs? Wow. Awful quiet this early in January. Amazing. Okay, moving on. Philanthropy appeals. Do we have anything related? We're going to do that in just a second. We'll get to him in just a second. There's some upcoming events. Can we get? We're not going to put those up. Oh, they are. Okay. As long as everybody can see it. That was my concern. Just in front. Okay. It's coming live again. We have the diversity panel coming up January 22nd right here from 2 to 4:30. We have the ever fun bowling tournament, Shamrock Bowl. It's awesome. It's going to be at the Arapahoe Bowling Center at 6850 South Dayton Street. I can remember years ago we used to have it there. That is on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Okay, so we also have a huge event coming up. There I went. There, right, Henry, you're not listening. Okay, Diamond Circle. He's going to talk about.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. There we are. So I'm Henry Russell. That's Russell with two S's and two L's, in case anyone wanted to know how to spell my name. Thank you, Marcel. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Diamond Circle Awards and the charity silent auction. So I'm on the Charities and Community Involvement Committee, so CICC. And the silent auction goes to an organization I think you all should know a little bit about. So I brought my book up here, your 2018-2019 annual report. On page 22, if you take a look at that, this silent auction actually benefits the Rebuilding Together nonprofit. And I don't know if any of you know what that nonprofit is, so I was going to tell you a little bit about it today and kind of give you an idea of where this money is going to go for this silent auction. So last year we did this, and it was for a young lady that was 80 years young, and she had some things that needed to be rehabbed in her home. We did everything from pulling weeds to doing the gutters. We tore down a shed in the backyard. We added railings to her stairs. We added rails in the bathroom. We recaulked the bathroom. We added a doorbell. We put new carpet on the front porch. We were there for about 10 hours. We actually incidentally went back a couple of times because there was a room in the basement that needed to be painted, and it was a cement wall, and unfortunately we couldn't get it done correctly the first time. So we went back a couple of times to do that. This, of course, is all done by volunteers, by you all that volunteer to help us to get these things done. Is there anyone here that was a part of that project? Could you just stand up that did the Rebuilding Together this year? We got Holly in the back there, Cindy, Pat is standing there right now. There's some other individuals that were there. And it's a really great organization to give back. And obviously here at SMDRA, we want to showcase that we're not all here just to make money. We do want to give back and show that we are a community. So for the silent auction, we are accepting items. It has to be a $50 minimum. And we would love to get those items as soon as possible. So again, a silent auction. And for those of you that attended the event last year, you saw the silent auction. We get tons of different things. We get things like sports memorabilia. We get passes to golf courses for foursomes or twosomes. Top Golf's a really good one. I know Lynn just recently was able to procure a Top Golf donation. So Goat Yoga's coming, according to Cindy. So we'll have that this year also. So again, this definitely goes to a great organization. So we are appealing to you now to start thinking about some of the things that you can do to donate for the silent auction. Any questions? All right, thank you.
For all you realtors, though, it's time to sign up. So you can go right online and for the Diamond Circle and start downloading your application and getting it in because it takes a lot of hours to get all of that done. I can trust me. So please don't wait to the last minute. Start getting those in right away. Okay. And, by the way, the Shamrock Bowl, we like to go in costume. Just saying, you guys should be thinking. Okay. So it's time for our drawing. How much money? Wow, you guys stepped up today. Woo woo. While he's doing that, take note of all of our corporate sponsors. We owe them a debt of gratitude. They help with everything. And all you people who are going to give away something, why don't you line up here? Hopefully, there's one or two of you.
Don't know what color it is. It is a red one. Yeah. 0, 1, 5, 7. 0157.
0157. No one? Going twice? Draw again. Wow.
02. A red one again. 0284.
What? Oh, finally. A winner. Congratulations, Janet. That's a nice little haul today. Thank you, Janet.
Okay, come on up, Thank you.
Cindy Bonnick, Equity Title. Ott's dressing, it's a marinade and it's a salad dressing. It's from my hometown to your home table. Last 4 digits on a red ticket are 0236. 0236. Okay.
Good morning, Chris Kramer with Remark Homes. We build, we remodel, we renovate, make your house look new. Anyway, I got something quick to share with the group. It's a little out of line, but the other day I was in Costco and there was a lady kind of fumbling with her hot dog, and I stopped to help her. She was a survivor from Pearl Harbor. And boy, when you think you got some problems, this was really a wild awakening for me. She was full of stories. She lost her fiance on the Arizona. She was on another ship. She was able to get off and survive. But, in a world where we move so fast, we owe an awful lot to that generation. So, anyway, Hawaiian chocolate macadamia nuts, go to. You offered to send me, Tom? Anyway, go to 9262. 9262, a white ticket. There you go.
And talking about Costco, do they hand out bags at Costco or Sam's Club? No. I have a bonus for you. This has the official Tri-State Mortgage Valentine's Flyer inside. It's coming out next month, so you get it early. So the winning ticket is 0084, red one. Do we have a winner? 0084.
Ilan Levy, Exodus Moving and Storage.
We have a repeat here.
Oh, we got Frank. No, we have Frank actually shopping bag with a Coca-Cola and popcorn, just to remind you. to taking a break, so you can so you can get more customer. Let's see. Yes, and yeah, and we do storage. Um, all right, and the number, the last four, and it's red 0142. Okay.
Maggie Turner with National Home Guaranteed Home Warranty, and I'm changing up my game this week. Instead of my wonderful popcorn, I have a gorgeous box of assorted chocolates that is so pretty inside. You can't even believe it. Anyway, the number is
White.
the white one. I think it's me. No, I don't think so. 9159.
I have some homemade fudge that we do this time of year for all our clients and friends and family, and have a couple of them today. So hope you win. It's really good fudge. What's the number? I can't glasses.
The winner is red ticket 0241.
And then one more. Sorry about that.
No. 0302.
You guys, I want to remind you that there is a statistics class. Shh.
I'm Mike Bailey.
Don't leave.
Still the club about 2019 Rhode Island. You know, we'll almost have the new C470 in there. And a beautiful Starbucks gift certificate worth at least $2.
Or thereabouts.
Mike Bailey, State Farm Insurance, couldn't be here, but he sends his regards to the winner of the white ticket. 9309.
Draw again.
Okay, it's a $5 gift card.
It's going up the more we draw.
Another white was 9188.
Okay, now I just want to remind you guys that there is a class on statistics January 22nd. What time is it, Pete? Anyway, if you want to learn about statistics and how to do the research on them and all, this is a great class, great teacher. Look it up on the website, but it's January 22nd, so it's worth your time. You tell me. Megan Aller, some of you have been to some of her classes. She does a great job of teaching, by the way. So don't forget and listen, our next meeting is in February. So enjoy the rest of the month. Do lots of business so you have new listings for the 1st of February. See you then.